Hey folks, happy Saturday night. Hope everybody's doing well. It's very cold, snowy, crappy day here in Toronto. So hopefully where you are is a lot better than that. But yeah, we are in the midst of winter here. But we got a few people here to join me, which is awesome. I want to say hello to a few people. We got Quentin James, who's awake, which is awesome. Good for you. Try to do that once a day. Wake up, you know. Steve Auger is here. Nice to see you. Yes, it's another new guitar, Steve. Yes. And if you got a keen eye, you could see it a little bit on this side of me. Spencer Cron, how's it going? Hey, Lars Guitars, how you doing? Snowman will come play Snowblind by Black Sabbath. Yeah, I don't know that riff. Mitch, how's it going? PJ Kobe, how you doing? Good audio, video good. Oh, thank you. Everything sounds good. Okay, cool. Yeah, I was having all kinds of technical problems right up until like the last minute. I was trying to use I have this plugin or software, Bias Effects, and I was trying to use that in StreamYard, and it just was making a racket, so I had to abandon that. But hopefully, we'll have some good audio here with the guitar here in a minute. Got a few more people join us. Papa Blue, I mentioned. Tyler Patterson, welcome. Gary Joyce, how are you? Marlon Hill. Cushman, New York City. How you doing, man? Long time no see. There's Gussie, how you doing? Jason Matahavik, nice to see you. It's not it's not a Les Paul. You know, man cannot live by bread alone, right? You got to vary it up. What else we got? I think I got everybody. Yeah, hope everybody's doing well. We got 11 folks in here. Awesome. I want to do a live stream today for a couple reasons. So I want to talk about the new guitar, which is that right there. And I am actually selling a Strat. If anyone is in the GTA Toronto area and is looking for a Stratocaster, I got a really good Strat that I'm selling, and because I bought this one, and I don't need two Strats. And well, let's talk about it instead of me pointing at it. So this is and it still has the plastic on it. This is a Gibson cut. This is a Fender American Professional 2. Yeah, it's really cool. It's your typical Strat, except for a couple of things, right? One is that the humbucker here, it's an HSS, but the humbucker here, there is actually a push-pull pot right there that splits it. So I can basically have 3 single coils, so your traditional Strat, or push that in, and I got a hum single. So for my purposes, the other one I'm selling is your standard Strat with 3 single coils. But for my purposes, for gigging, I need that beefier humbucker, because the other one I never gigged for that reason. That it had the single coil in the bridge, and it just wasn't fat enough. I was reading the comments here. Oh, you're playing a Candy Apple Strat right now. Cool, Papa Blue. Nice. It's a funny looking. Yes, it is a very odd looking Gibson. Yeah. So yeah, but the other cool thing about this, and with a lot of these hum singles, and and people go, of course, a lot of people have modded the guitar to make them a hum single if they had Strats, is usually when you're going through your pickups, Everything kind of sounds okay. This one sounds fine. Put these two together, great. Single middle one is great. Then you go to four and you engage the beast here, and then all of a sudden your guitar goes nuts. Or if you go right to the pickup on its own, the volume goes crazy loud, right? Well, this one, the way these pickups have been designed, these are Tim Shaw pickups. The way they've been designed is that they're all kind of matched, and it's true. I've yet to gig with this. I actually have a gig next Saturday, and this is going to be the star of the show. Um, they're all balanced. So, like, when I'm at rehearsal, I've been playing it, and you go spot to spot, and you're not getting any crazy boost or any loss of volume. It's pretty consistent all the way down, which is very very cool. So again, it kind of checks a few boxes, and then the other cool thing about it, of course, is I always like the what do they call this? The Olympic white, the Jimi Hendrix color, and I always like the look of that with the tortoise shell. And I've never. This is the first time I've ever owned a Fender with a rosewood fretboard. Just every Fender I've owned, and I mean I haven't owned a ton. I don't know, four or five, but this first one with the rosewood fretboard. So that's kind of cool on this. But yeah, I'm really digging this. I'm playing the shit out of it. So, but let me just get caught up here on the chat. Who else just joined us here? Guitar Man 45, nice to see ya. Zach, how's it going? Rick Hefner joined us. Awesome. Headstock Harem, how are you? Yeah, the Headstock Harem, yeah, the Shawbuckers in this, or the Shawbucker, I should say, is really cool. They call these V Mod 2 pickups. But they're really good. I mean, I'll play it here in a minute. You'll hear it's got all the Stratty goodness, right? And then you got the little. Again, it's still. What's funny is even when you're on the humbucker, it still has like a Strat chimey thing going on. So you always know it's a Strat. It's not like you go here and all of a sudden it stops being a Strat. It's like it's always a Strat. It always has that Strat character to it, which is very very cool. Mr. Rock, how are you? Thank you. Mr. Rock digs the guitar. Nelson Rodriguez, how's it going? Janice, how are you? Gibson with maple fretboard is the best. I've never played one, Mr. Rock. Every Gibson I've played is either rosewood or there was a couple I had, or one I had with the Powell Farrow, but never played a maple neck on a Gibson. John said, sorry, my eyes are bad. That's why I gotta do this to read the chat. My eyes are horrible. John said 351. How's it going? Thank you. Nice strat. Yeah, I dig it, Jason. I dig the look of this. The whole combination of it, I dig. And it was fun. Well, what was funny was, um, there was like these are completely out here. Like I looked in. I mean, I'm in Ontario, and our big chain here, which is the Long McQuaid store, they didn't have any of these, like this particular color and model. And I found one store they on law, and they said they only had one. In fact, they had two of them. But so this is like the second last one in the province. I mean, there's more coming, but I would have had to wait until I think April or something. So I was lucky to snatch this one before they were all gone. Okay, just getting caught up. Everybody's saying hello. That's cool. AZDH 85524. Yeah, it's a good pickup combo, definitely. Yeah. All right, everyone's saying hello. Ricky Compton, how's it going? Joe Delenza, how are you? Cheers from Windsor. Yeah, you guys got hammered pretty good there earlier this week, eh? That's Canadian for they got a lot of snow. I need a translator. Extra fret? I didn't even notice that, Mr. Rock. Okay, I think I got cut up. 9.5 rate. Oh, so yeah, I don't know what the measurements are on this, right? What worried me about this guitar was everything I read said it was a deep C. And I'm a bit of a stickler for necks. Not just to be a stickler, but because my hands are terrible for. I got the worst hands for a guitar player. I have like short fingers and just big palms and no fingers. So, but but this is actually very very. This is almost like it's no bigger than like a 60 Slim if you were talking Gibson guitars. That's basically what this is. I mean, it's a little wider I think than the Gibson. It feels a little bit wider, but it's yeah. Actually, the neck on this kind of feels a lot like my SG kind of. Yeah, yeah. It's not deep at all. It's a deep, thick. Well, I don't know if you can see that from the side, but it's not really super, thick. So it works for me, for my little girly fingers. That's the bridge pickup. I got just a little bit of gain here on the floor, courtesy of my Triumph pedal from Wampler, which is, if you're looking for really, and again, I don't get, I'm not sponsored by anybody. Just telling you what I like, right? But guitar is cool. There's a Wampler Triumph pedal, which is like a less expensive Wampler. I think in the U.S. you can get them for like $100, and it's a really cool drive. It's been on my board now since I got it, so if it makes it to my board, it's a good drive. Do you have an amp pedal adjustment when going from a... Yeah, that's a good question. Amp pedal adjustment. Yeah, it's definitely Jason. When I go to this from a Les Paul, the gain's got to come up because these pickups are a lot lower output, so the gain has to get tweaked. And I actually dropped the treble a little bit because it can get a little bitey. So yeah, definitely there's adjustment to be made. Okay, just trying to make sure I'm not missing anything here in the chat. The Wolfgang, yes. Yes, I've tried the Wolfgangs. Yeah, they got narrow neck from what I remember, and they're just a little chubbier than this one, but they're like a very narrow neck. I owned an Ernie Ball Music Man for which was like the guitar that Eddie designed when he was with Music Man. I had one for a long time, and that neck was sick. Really small, perfect for like if you have small hands. Perfect for that. Nice hat. Yes, Paul. This is the, if anyone's interested, I have, kinds of Guitar Hack merch. All the links are below. But now they just started making embroidered hats, which is really cool. So I bought one just because, I don't make these things. So I wanted one for myself and just to make sure it was like a good quality hat. And these hats are like really freaking good, really good quality hats. So anyone's interested with a logo like this, embroidered, you can get them now. And I got them in this style, and I have the trucker hat style. So. Do you use heavier strings on that? No, I don't. I know there's a whole thing about, longer scale length and different gauges of strings. I put 9s on everything. And honestly, I don't really notice like a difference, in terms of playing it, I can't really use 10s because my hands just can't handle it, which is, kind of crappy because it makes it hard for me to play like my acoustic, for example, because my hands just can't handle it. But I pretty much put 9s on everything, and I really don't notice like any different tension. I mean, I don't know, maybe somebody does, but I certainly don't. William De Silva, how's it going? Small neck, but still comfortable. Yeah, I know the necks are pretty narrow. Hey, Johnny Bean, how are you? Cool. Got a lot of folks in here. 39. Wow, it's pretty good for a Saturday night. Yeah, so not gigging today. Got a lot of gigs coming up though. I got a gig next Saturday, and then we're playing St. Patty's Day, and then every weekend in April we have a show. So it's going to be, they're starting to ramp up now. We actually try not to do a lot in the wintertime because if you live where I live, you don't know week to week what kind of weather you're going to get, and you don't want to be driving to a gig in a snowstorm. SRV feels better with tents? Yeah. So, there's your bridge. And then what's cool when you go to the next position up from that, where you have these two together, if I keep the humbucker in here, I get this kind of... And if I make it a single coil in the bridge, then I get this. Just a little, thins out just a little bit. Then I put the humbucker back in, I get... a little bit of a difference. I actually prefer, I leave the humbucker in the whole time because I like it. It's just got a little more beef on it, so... Down a half step on a Strat. Well, I play with like two different bands, and one band is E flat, one band is E. So half the time this is an E flat, half the time this is an E, which is why I always have to deck my trem. So this is decked. Every guitar I have has a decked trem. I can still use the tremolo bar, but I can only go down. I can't go up. Because otherwise, if you're changing tunings from E to E flat, that's going to just cause havoc, so I don't want to deal with that. Yeah. So this if you haven't seen it, on Wednesdays, this past Wednesday, I did a ranking of our 10 favorite songs of BTO, so check that out. So I've been learning BTO riffs all week, so... Let's see if you can play a little Name That Tune here. See if anybody knows this one. Yeah, Roll On Down the Highway. That was like my favorite BTO song. That was my top 10 of the... That song is just... Oh my god, it's so good. Not Fragile. Let's see. I can hear it. I've never played that in my life. And that's the greatness about BTO. If you hear the song in your head, you can probably figure it out. The great BTO. I don't know Freewheel. Let's see if you know. Okay, this one is really. I'm not gonna make this a whole BTO show. I swear. But this will be the last one. This one, you got is hardcore. You got to be hardcore to know this one. There. I know nobody would get that. Yeah, I knew nobody would get that. You got to be a hardcore BTO to know that one. That was not on the radio. Yeah, nobody's got that one. There's a new name, Guitar Man SG 1955. Welcome. You know, and then you go to the bridge or the neck pickup, and you go, you know, you got the. Whoop. Oh my god. Oh my god. Got to do that on a Strat. Hey Hugh, how are you? Randy Bachman was great in the Guess Who, and he was great in BTO, and I talked about this on the show. He's I think one of the most underrated guitar players ever, because he's right up there with all the greats, man. And you know, I think out of Canada, it's like definitely one of the top 5 rock guitarists that we've ever produced. You know, it would be him, it would be Frank Marino, it would be Alex Lifeson. For me, it would be even Kim Mitchell. Like Rick Emmett would be another one. Yeah, the Guess Who. Definitely. Yeah, oh, that's right, Marlon Hill. Pat Travers, there's another one. So the other big news is I have a new original song that I got the final mix of today. And or actually today. Last night I did the video for it, and I have it all queued up here to go. So how long have we been going? I'm only going for. Shit, I can't even see that. 24 minutes. I'll wait a little bit longer, but see what more people show up here. See we get a few more, and I'm going to debut my new song, which from the folks that have heard it, it's a big departure. If you've listened to my original music, and if you haven't, please do. I have a playlist with, at this point, I think I'm pushing like 25 original songs. It's all guitar stuff, lots of instrumental stuff. There's a few vocal tunes in there, lots of instrumental stuff. Some, if nothing else, listen to them for the tones, because the tones are great. My brother does all my recording for me. I go to his place. He's got a little studio. We do everything there. And man, like the guitars and the tones, and like, because I'm using my guitars, my pedals, but his amps and his mics and all that other crap, and it just sounds incredible. Aldo Nova. Here, put a right pickup here. Life is just a fantasy. I used to do that. I know that riff because I used to play it. I appreciate that, John. Appreciate that, John. Yeah, Fantasy. Another great song. Here's another BTO. No one will get that one. That was on my list, the top 10, but no one will get that. Got to do a little bit of Stevie when I have this, too. Oh my God. It's I'm rusty with Stevie. Supposed to be My Woman from Tokyo. Was it Sledgehammer? Yeah, Steve got it. Yeah, love that song. Oh, Hold Back the Water. I don't know that riff. I don't know that riff. The one I was playing earlier that nobody knew was Secondhand. That's Secondhand. Looking for a Gibson Explorer. Oh, closest the affordable Explorer to Aldo. I don't know. Does Epiphone make an Explorer? Does anybody know? I don't know if they do. I know they make, well, you don't want to, Firebird's not an Explorer, but I know they make Firebirds. I don't know if they make Explorers. I'm not quite sure. Yeah, My Woman from Tokyo is a great song if I could play it right. Yeah, it's very cool. I don't know Let It Ride. I used to know. I don't remember the chords. I know this. Yeah, I don't remember it. Actually, I did Let It Ride. I have, again, on one of my playlists is I've got like guitar lessons, and there's a whole bunch of riffs. So if there's like a band, like I know I did Let It Ride. I did Let It Ride as a riff of the day. It's up there. There's a lot of Judas Priest riffs up there. There's I think there's some Sabbath. There's some Kiss. There's all these different riffs. If you want to go and check and learn how to play a riff, because we used to do the Livewire show. If you've been with the channel, you know I used to do a show with Livewires with Dave R and Brian S. And my segment of every week was to come up with the riff of the week. And actually, one of them was My Woman from Tokyo, but I swear I played it better on the because I actually knew it then. Yeah, a bunch of different riffs. So check that out. You know, there might be some riffs there you may want to know. I think we did some AC/DC stuff too. I think we did. What's that one that we did with the cannonballs? What's that? For Those About to Rock. I know I did that one. I told you what chord I was playing wrong in Let It Ride. I now use it. Oh, so you watched that? Okay, cool. Cool. If I helped you in any way, it's awesome. I'm giving it all away. Yeah, it's basically just, you think he's just pounding on an A on that. And he throws a D in there every once in a while. Okay, Epiphone makes Explorers. Okay, Spencer just came to the rescue. Cool. Oh, I gave you the chord you were playing wrong? Okay, cool. You know, if you want to play, like, there's, you know, a lot, most of the stuff that, you know, you riffs you want to play, whatever, usually there's somebody on YouTube that is doing it. But, you know, for certain bands that are not, like, you know, in the conversation, like BTO, and, you know, sometimes you can't find stuff, and you know, you got to learn it by ear. And I can't remember Let It Ride. I think that's one I actually had to sit down and listen to a bunch of times to get it right. I don't know, or maybe there might have been a guy. Here's the other thing too: when you find guys on YouTube, and I mean probably me too, right? That are playing something, they're probably playing like at 90% there, but there's one thing that's not right. So, but at least, you know, if there's somebody there doing it, you can get that 90%, and then you just find that one missing piece, and then there you go, you got the whole riff down, right? But yeah, there's a lot of guys that are doing that. All right, we're a half an hour in. Everybody ready for some new music? Are you ready to listen to my new track? Let's see what the consensus is, and then I'll put it on here. All right, Gary says go for it. Okay. So this is the debut. This song is going to go up on my YouTube channel tomorrow at around 6. I think it's around 6:45, 7 o'clock. It's going to go up on my YouTube channel tomorrow. It's a song I'm real happy with. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. I've heard a lot of... Definitely doesn't sound like anything I've done before. So anyway, that's always the goal. But anyway, here it is. So for your listening pleasure. So this song is called The Gig. So here we go. I'm going to put that up right. It may be a little bit louder than I am right now, so you may have to adjust your volume, okay? So but here it is. This is The Gig. Enjoy, folks. You get up, look around. This is up, this is down. Comb your hair, see what's left. Another day to be your best. Jump in the car, drive to work. Try not to be a driving jerk. Cut you off, that's alright. You won't piss me off tonight. Off to the gig, so much fun. Playing music for everyone. Get up and dance, take a chance. From the stage, it's all happenstance. We come here tonight to make you feel alright. We've rehearsed these songs to play them as they should. We've come here tonight to make you feel alright. We've rehearsed these songs to play them as they should. We hope you enjoy the show. There you go. That was the gig. Hope you dug that one. Let's see. Different but sounds awesome. That's kind of what I was going for. Different. A lot of my stuff is all very pensive and melancholy, so I wanted something that was just a little more upbeat and fun. Yeah, very new wave sounding. Yeah, Janice, I was trying to go for an 80s feel on this one. Of course, I had to throw some metal in there. The quick left turn into metal and then back to 80s. Cool, you guys dig it. Awesome. So that'll be up tomorrow at about 6:45 on my YouTube channel. Yeah, go check it out. It's also, I just uploaded it to DistroKid, so if you'd like to download it, you can. And that should be, I don't know, DistroKid usually takes a while, but and there's also Guitar Hack Topic YouTube channel, by the way, that's just my music, no videos, but just my music. So, you know, go in there, listen to it a bunch, and check it out, and comment, and because I'm always curious to hear what people think. Again, just listen for the guitar tones alone, because the guitar tones on that, just to give you an idea what we used on that. You saw the Charvel in the video. The main rhythm guitar was like it was a wet, dry, wet. That Charvel was going through 3 amps mic'd at the same time with a stereo chorus. I mean, The amount of detail that we go into to produce the tones that you hear is well, I shouldn't say we, it's my brother that does all that. He orchestrates all that. I guess just kind of tell him the sounds I'm going for, and and I bring my little pedal board, and if you know, Dense Skill Music, by the way, is my brother. Go check out his channel. He's a way better player than I am, and he's awesome. So go check out his channel, Dense Skill Music. But he's the guy with all the gear and all the fancy. I mean, if you watch the Cover Band Show, which is a show I do with my brother, he showed off his pedal board the other day, and it looked like you could launch a space shuttle with it. I mean, it's just crazy. Mine looks like, like a caveman, like a Neanderthal, right? But that's the way I am. I like things simple. I like knobs to turn. But he's got all this programmable shit. But anyways, yeah, you should check out that the Cover Band Show, another show that I do once a month. How many different guitars did I use? So two of them you saw. I used the Charvel. The Charvel is the main guitar in that song. And I used the Les Paul. The Les Paul was a solo at the end, and I doubled the Charvel with the solo, or I doubled the Charvel on that heavy part, that really heavy part. And then the other guitar I used, and it's not mine, it was one of my brother's. I used this Jaguar for that extra chime on the, on this bit, those big chords. So that was Charvel with a Gibson on top with a Fender Jaguar on top. There's three guitars doing that. Yeah, it definitely has interesting content, Janice. There it is. Thanks, R2. Thanks for being here, man. There's another killer guitar player, like killer channel. R2, R3, check his stuff out. R2, you just missed it. I just debuted my new song. It's gonna come out tomorrow on the channel at about 6:45. So you can. I don't want to bore everybody in here and play it again, but it's there if you want to catch it tomorrow. No worries, brother. So you can kind of hear what I was talking about, right? Like if I go through all the pickups, there's one, and I'm not touching volumes, just so you can hear I'm on the humbucker. Now I'm second, third. It's the same volume all the way around. So you don't go to that humbucker and they get blown out of the water, right? They're all like nice and even, which is very, very cool. I mean, I got nothing but good things to say about the Fender Pro Professional 2. The only thing I got to say negative about it is that they're too much damn money. I think Fender guitars are lost their minds. I mean, everybody's lost their mind. I mean, the American Standard, which is basically the professional before the professional. American Standard 8 years ago, and this is Canadian prices I'm quoting, but 8 years ago when I bought that guitar, I paid $1,200 for it, right? So in 8 years, the prices of these guitars have just about doubled. That is not inflation. That's insanity. Like it's nuts. So, I mean, you buy one and you sell one and try to, cover your costs that way, which is what I'm trying to do with the other one, right? Because it's just ridiculous. Hey, Jeff K, just saw you walk in. How's it going? Hope I didn't miss anybody in here. Hugh Caldwell came in a little while later. Saw Hugh. I think I caught everybody that's in here. Hey, Brad, how's it going? Have you tried the John Petrucci Archetype Amp Sim? No. No. I don't have any. The only, I I mean, it's I have software that I use now. Not now. Now I'm playing through my pedals and but I use software like when I'm just coming up with making music and just want different sounds for Reaper. I have this software called Bias Effects that kind of freaks me out how good it sounds, but it's just strictly software. But I don't have any like I don't do Kemper or any of that. I've tried. I mean, I had an HX Effects and I don't know. I've yet to find. I'm not saying it's not out there, but I've yet to find a drive, or a drive. Sorry, an effects that has a drive that can sound as good as a pedal through an amp. I've yet to find. I've yet to come across that, but that might be the one, Brad. I don't know. I'm a little bit of a dinosaur when it comes to stuff like that. Oh, thanks, William. Appreciate it. Marlon, do I have any 335s? No, I don't, but I have a 339, and I don't have it. It's where is it? It's probably in the case, which is far away from me. But yeah, I have a 339, which, if you're familiar with a 335, a 339 is the same thing, but shrunk into just a little bit bigger than a Les Paul. But it's the same guitar shrunk, and it's great. I love it. I love my 339. Yeah, that one was pricey too. That one I had to sacrifice a Les Paul Deluxe for. Sorry, I'm just looking at the chat. I gotta lean in because my eyes are terrible. Used to be 400 for the Mexican standard. Now the Players Series is 650. In Canada, Hugh, a Players Series is $1,000. It's nuts. It's nuts. Yeah, it's smaller, Marlon. Yes, yes. Do I have any P90 equipped guitars? As a matter of fact, I do. Hang on. So I thought I talked about this guitar in here, but apparently I didn't. But I did a play along, jam along, and I used it. But because this thing just, so this just freaks me out. Okay, this is a Les Paul Special Tribute. Okay, it's the cheapest Les Paul you can buy. It may be the cheapest Gibson you can buy, right? I mean, there's nothing to it, right? No frills, right? You've got, your four knobs. There's your toggle, two P90 pickups, unbound fretboard, dot inlays, the button tuners, right? The neck is maple. It's not mahogany. It's a maple neck. That's why it's lighter in color, right? Okay. This is like the cheapest that they can make this guitar. I got this one. Now these things sell in Canada new for $1,200. I got this one for $1,000. Why? Because of that. See that? I don't know if you can see that little scuff there. All right, so that saved me $200. So what it blows my mind about this guitar is this thing sounds amazing. Like, it sounds fantastic. I did 2 weeks ago. I think it was 2 weeks ago. I did a gig with this guitar, and I bought this for kind of a beater to when you're playing places that aren't the greatest, and you don't have to worry about your stuff. And this place is a real tiny stage, and 9 times out of 10, I mean, when I say tiny, I mean my headstock is hitting the friggin' crash, and I'm leaning into the ride. Like, that's how small the stage was. So, like, I'm not gonna bring a nice guitar and get the headstock all banged up, And I got this thinking, it's probably gonna lack a little bit tonally. It's not gonna have all the sounds that I want. But I'm telling you, and again, I don't work for Gibson. I don't work for any of these companies. I'm just telling you what's good. And this thing, if you want a cheap ass P90 guitar, This thing is absolutely killer. It is killer. If you get a good one, you get it set up nice, right? Like I had to do a lot of tweaking on this, okay? I had to mess with the pickup heights to get them evened. I had to drop the action a fair bit, truss rod adjustment, all the typical thing. Intonation. Here's the other thing too. I was always afraid of wraparound bridges. Always terrified of wraparound bridges, right? Because I thought, the intonation's going to be bad. You know what? Once you get that intonation in, thing's perfect. It's perfect. I'll plug it in for you here. That's in tune. Hey, listen to that. That's killer, man. So I played this thing at the gig, and I was like, holy shit. It was blowing up my skirt. It was so damn good, man. And there's nothing to it. It's slab of wood, right? It's not a gloss finish. It's just a flat, I guess satin you want to call it. And yeah, it's great. The neck, these usually have fatter necks. I was able to find one that has a neck, like that's my whole hand around it, right? But usually they have like little chunkier necks, more like a 58 style Les Paul neck. But this one here, man, this is just, it's a little bigger than a 60 Slim, but not stupid big, and it's just fantastic. And you can play anything on this. There, I got it. Love it. The maple neck keeps it in tune better than the mahogany. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if that's the case. Marlon, did the 339? No, the 339 that I have came with humbuckers. It came with a BB1, BB2, burst bucker 1, burst bucker 2. Yeah. So, yeah, if anyone's looking for an inexpensive P90 guitar and you like to see the Gibson headstock and you don't want to spend an arm and a leg, like, I mean, their Epiphones cost more than this. And it's crazy. It's crazy how good these things are. Oh, there's Braxel. Long time no see, man. How are you? Yeah, it sounds good. Yeah. And I still have that guitar like you have, R2. I still have that other one. I'm actually trying to sell that other one because I have this one. R2 and I both have the Les Paul Classic. What is it? The 2018? I think it's the 2018 because it came with P90s that year. But this one has P90s, so I mean, it's a killer little guitar. That's the neck pickup. I mean, it's so much fun to play. I mean, I go on forever on this stupid thing. It's just so cool. The middle position. Beautiful. Yeah, 2018 Les Paul Classic. Yeah, yeah. I've got an all black one that I'm probably gonna put up for sale. I had it for sale and before, and I'll probably put it back up for sale. But again, it's right now, at least where I'm at, it's not a good time to sell. Stuff that I'm seeing for sale here is going really, really cheap, like a lot less than it should be going for. So, but yeah, so I'll probably wait until maybe the spring or the summer when things kind of get a little back to normal, and then I'll probably put it up again. I still have my cigars. I had one today. Every day I have a cigar. Gold. Hey, Jaws. 2023. Order the gold foil telly. Candy apple red burst. Should get. Oh, it sounds cool. Edwin Crane, how's it going? Live at Leeds. Summertime Blues. I don't know though. Yeah, the tone that Leslie West got out of his P90s are killer. A lot of people, the way I look at a P90 is, and I mean, the other thing that's great about this guitar is I'm not getting, look, no hum. Do you hear any hum? And I got dirt on, and there's no hum. It's crazy. I know I was playing with some pretty high gain through a Marshall at a gig, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna hit the over. I'm gonna hit the. I got gain on. I'm gonna hit the lead boost. I'm figuring these pickups are gonna go. Wah. None of it. None of it. The note could decay. I didn't have that noise right behind it. It was great. Killer. So I don't know what kind of P90s they put in here, but it's killer. Yeah. I was going to say something, now it slipped my mind. But yeah, killer little guitar. In the US, you could probably get these for under $1,000 if you're looking for a P90 guitar. Yeah. But I was going to say the P90 thing. So the P90 thing, it's like it's basically a beefier, angrier sounding single coil, basically. It's a little more high end. It's a little more high end, a little more punch to it, and it's angry, but a good angry. That's how I would describe a P90. And clean, they clean up really, really nice. Let's see if I can get a little clean on this here. I'm still in the middle position, so. Still kind of dirty though. There's the middle. There's a cool progression. And there's the neck. It's a nice sounding guitar. Yeah, P90s are awesome. If you don't have a P90 in any of your instruments, I would highly recommend a P90. Yeah, yeah. Actually, I think the sound of this, it doesn't sound like a Les Paul, that's for sure. This is probably closer to me, a bit closer to an SG than a Les Paul, right? Because the SG I find is a little more upper mid kind of punch. And that's kind of where this lives. Okay. So we're getting up to the hour, folks. So is there any last minute questions? So just to recap here, tomorrow at around 6:45, look for The Gig, my latest song that I played earlier in this broadcast. Look for that to come up. Go over there, listen to it. Listen to the whole playlist, original music. That would be very much appreciated. Next month in March, I'm doing another ranking show with Pete Pardo, and this one is going to be on the band. Next month we're doing Styx. So if you're a Styx fan, check that out. And next month we will be doing another episode of the Cover Band Show. That's usually in the middle of the month, and that'll be with myself and Densko Music. Every time we do a show, I threatened we won't do another one unless we hit 200 views, and we've always hit 200. So I'm doing another one next month with Densko. And what else is coming up? That's about it. New music coming up tomorrow. Yeah, if you want to help support the channel, you want embroidered hats like this, check out the link down there for Teespring. I got t-shirts, I got hoodies, I got mugs, all that kind of stuff. And there's a PayPal down there as well. And if you're not on my Guitar Hack Facebook group or my Instagram, all those links are down there as well. You love Styx. Check out the show Braxel. I think when is it? It's in end of the month. If you're subbed to my channel, you'll see the thing come up. All right. Okay, I don't see any other questions, so yeah, go check out that new music tomorrow. Much appreciated. I want to thank you guys for hanging out on a Saturday night. It's always a fun thing for me to do, especially when on my off weeks when I'm not gigging. I don't know when the next time I'll do another one of these, because like I said, I got one next week, and then the week after that is Patty's Day, and then we're into a full month of shows in April. So. But I don't know when I'll be able to do a next one. But I want to thank everybody, man. You guys rock. Thanks so much for checking it out. And, yeah, we'll catch you soon. Have a good rest of your weekend. All right. Cheers, everybody. Take care.